Hi, it's me, Jacob. It occurred to me that the more time that I spend in the tech YouTube world, the more I see how unaccommodating it is for some people. This is a video that I did with my mom, and my mom doesn't care about teraflops or silicon or any of that crap. She isn't going to buy next year's model iPad, and she isn't going to buy the year after that either. She buys things for the long term. And from a practical and emotional and financial standpoint, I think that's fabulous. And she and people like her deserve a tech review video that doesn't require one to understand every shred of lingo that so many videos like this come along with. That only serves to distance people from the technology that could be used to better their life. So I think this is probably a bit of an odd video, but I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it really helps some people out there. And there are some cute cat videos in it.
If you were a bird, what kind of bird would you be? Yeah, if you were a bird, what kind of bird would you be?
Probably just a sparrow. Why?
Oh. Okay, if you could choose to be a bird, what kind of bird would you be? Surely it can't be sparrow.
Yeah, what's wrong with sparrows? I mean, yeah, they're annoying and stuff, but they're not singled out by people that want to go watch them, and they have their privacy. If you're a fancy bird, then everybody's going to be looking at you. Hoy.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well on this overcast day.
This is going to be literally, I think, just like freeform conversation.
Right.
And
then you'll do a lot of cutting.
So much cutting.
Thank you for doing a lot of cutting.
I do a lot of cutting on my own videos already, so. I was going to say cutting on myself, and I would get flagged on the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
Do not participate in activities that could harm. This is my mom. She is an Apple user.
Oh, yeah.
I still love her.
I still love you.
Everything on like tech YouTube caters towards this nerd demographic like myself, where there are people that get excited for the yearly releases and like, oh, what kind of iterations are there? And I love that. I love the way technology can make lives better. I think moms, and if I may, grandmas, it's my brother, it's not me, probably deserve more representation in the tech world.
But we're very loyal.
You're incredibly loyal, and I think it makes you an important proponent of devices. There are no 10-year-old Android tablets that are still kicking. Somebody's going to correct me on that. Somebody's going to be like, my Galaxy Tab S2 is still. I get it, but you get what I'm saying. I did recently pass 2,000 subscribers, so if you're not comfortable with paparazzi, I can blur your face and change your voice.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jacob's mom.
There's a big wasp behind you.
Oh, that's where he went. Hi. He's been in here for a few days. We know there's a wasp.
Hopefully it's just a side.
I was going to usher him outside yesterday or the day before, but I couldn't find him, so here he is.
All right, so the new iPad, hold on, I have iPad Mini 7. Did you know it's not the iPad Mini 7, right?
It's the A17.
It's the A17 Pro.
Pro.
What did you have before?
The iPad Mini 4.
4? Okay, so it wasn't dramatically old.
Not dramatically. It's about 10 years
like
now, but it is no longer.
10 years
10
old?
years, yeah. It's no longer supported, so it's no longer getting. I think I got my last security update earlier in the year. So that pretty much drives me on when to change technology, So I thought, okay,
and I think that's why I wanted to do a video with you, is because you're like, I already want, this phone is almost a year old, and I'm like, I can't wait to trade it in for the OnePlus 13.
I'm so different from you.
What phone are you rocking? I know. I want to see if you even know.
I do know what it is. It's the iPhone 10, which once upon a time was super cool.
It's the XS.
Okay, but that's a 10.
Can't do that.
S for slim. The reason why I got the most expensive, phone, the XS, I hang on to them until they're not supported anymore. I enjoy knowing the phone. I enjoy not having to learn anything new. And when they stop supporting it, then I bite the bullet and get the new product.
I feel like that makes the new iPad Mini scary.
I will confess that I got it out of the box. And I fiddled with it, downloaded my stuff from the cloud and said, yeah, there it is. and I just shut it off and put it there and got my old friend back out. And this one is still glamorous. My 4 is still glamorous because it's always had the case and I've never dropped her, and she's still very glamorous.
I think the iPad is a really good replacement for most computing stuff. Do you do any reading on it?
No, I like paper. I'm a big fan of paper. Because when you forget who a character is, you can flip back.
You had a Kindle for a while, right?
I do have
use your
2
Kindle?
Kindles. I don't use them anymore.
But you have 2 of them.
I have 2.
Okay. Cool.
But what I do, I also will use it as a word processor.
Yeah.
I would just bring up
for like typing.
Bring up iNotes, and then I have a Bluetooth keyboard that's super cute. It's pink, and then just shoot it off to the PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's a writer as well.
Oh.
Not a celebrated writer.
No.
Celebrated by very few, but a writer.
Celebrated by my family. That's it.
Yeah.
I really want to get more into shooting video of the family.
You're going to be the grandma with taking video on the iPad?
No, not on the iPad.
Okay.
No, I could.
Good.
Actually, I wonder.
What have I done?
I never thought about that. I wonder if but I don't know. See, this is is this camera even better than this camera? Probably not. I don't know. No, what I want to do is shoot more video. The little snippets where you have maybe 5 seconds. Here's an event. Here's a birthday party. 5 seconds of this. 5 seconds of that. And then you knit them all together and put some words on the bottoms. And when I was trying to do that, I have done 1 or 2 on this. And I did notice that the iMovie does not work as well on this guy. It kind of chunks along, and then it says, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought, okay, I need to get a better processor, yada yada, so there we are. You can cut the video now. I just yada yada you.
Yada yada.
Yada yada, it's done. I enjoy these products. They have all been so high quality, I'm here, even the whatchamacallits, the earbuds. Everything has been so high quality for me. I have never had an Apple product just peter out on me.
I like my iPad a lot. It's a big iPad.
Yeah.
So this is like the opposite of the iPad mini, right?
The iPad Biggie.
This is the iPad Biggie, that's correct. This is the 2021 M1 iPad Pro, 12.9 inch. Really powerful. It's a little outdated now, technically, but it's in the same vein as you. I feel like you with this iPad because I'm like, it does everything that I need it to. I have edited my YouTube channel videos on DaVinci Resolve, and that could run DaVinci Resolve, which is
it could?
Yeah. Yesterday before I came over, I was searching that. I'm like, could the A17 chipset run DaVinci Resolve? They don't market that DaVinci works on that, but it does, which is nuts.
Yeah, that's nuts because I know I would never mess with it.
And
iMovie is
how much storage do you have on it?
256.
All tablets are expensive now, and the fact that you can buy a $600 tablet, $500, it starts at 128 gigs for $500. A $500 tablet runs DaVinci Resolve.
And
That's insane.
I knew I would be miserable. Because I know you had recommended to me the full size iPad, but I know I'd be miserable schlepping around the full size. I just know how I'm wired. The way that they all communicate with each other is wonderful, and I'll tell you what, the watch, right? The watch communicates so well with the phone, and I just love the seamless communication. I really do. Everybody. This guy knows what this guy's doing, this guy's battery's been dead for a while, so he doesn't know anything, poor little thing. But everybody knows what everybody's doing here. And then even like going into the eco-friendly thing, if the longer I hang on to these old devices, because they're usable, I don't care if anybody looks at me and goes, oh girl, that's so old. I don't care. It's keeping stuff out of the landfill too. So.
But some of the new Apple devices are made with recycled parts. So if you upgrade every year, you're being more eco-friendly.
Okay, nope, I'm not buying that. Not buying that one, y'all.
Hi.
There's your photo.
Oh yeah. How's it going, kid? Let's run down the specs. 8.3 inch display on the new iPad, which is a little bigger than your old one because the bezels are slimmer.
But you're right, it is bigger than.
It's a little bigger. The screen is better. It's better color technology.
Here, let me find a photo. Where's a good one of my
gonna try and
newest
guess your
grandchild? Okay, go to the photos.
Photos.
Bring up little Ellie. No. Back up,
Down.
my love.
Oh,
Back up.
jeez.
What
Why
have
is it
I
so
done?
laggy? What's wrong with this iPad?
Okay.
All right, max brightness.
What?
Show me how to turn it to max brightness. All right, here it is. You swipe down from the top right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and that's your control center. And then this,
It's not doing it. Wait, it just shut off. Wait.
swipe down like on the battery indicator.
Oh. See?
You got it? And then that's the brightness one right there.
Holy crap. Max brightness. Okay, got it.
Honestly, they both look really good. That one there is a lot more color depth. An A8 chip to the A17 Pro chip. Your thoughts on that?
That's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of numbers for me, and I'm expecting this thing to just fly like the wind when I get to editing my little family videos. I did read that the chip that they have in this was actually used in an abortive phone.
Abortive phone. Flagged on YouTube again. Thank you.
Okay, there was a phone that was issued prior to the most current iPhone iteration that something went wrong, and so they scrapped the phone, but they retrieved the chips out, and word on the street is they are probably being used here, which I don't mind. If the chip is fine, I don't mind. Let's save the chips from the landfill.
That's something I didn't know.
Well, it's...
All right, so you host the rest of this. Tell me about the specs.
I don't know. I just read that and I thought, I don't have a problem with that. I don't. If you can save parts and so let's reuse those. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That new chipset is benchmarking incredibly for an iPad. How many AAA games have you run on it?
What is
You
that?
play like
What is that?
Have you played Resident Evil 4 on it yet? Because you can.
No.
Death Stranding?
No.
Civilization 5.
No. You're funny. Oh my
XCOM,
gosh. Are you
XCOM
kidding?
2?
The only game I have, and you should know this because you're the one that said you gotta play this. Lifeline, Silent
Lifeline is
Night,
great.
Whiteout, Lifeline Base, Symbiont, and also the other one that we love. What is that one?
Oh, Space Team.
Space Team is the best.
Okay, here's a fun one that you already mentioned earlier before we started. The lightning connector.
Yes. Okay, this is my new lightning connector. It's super cool because it's got the fabric on the outside, which is always fun. But it's not a lightning connector. What is that?
Type C.
Type
It's
C.
USB Type C. And that's a great thing. Well, if you ever upgrade your phone, Apple has moved to that connector for all of it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing
But in
overall.
the meantime, I have a drawer full of lightning connectors. And
That's
not
right.
only that, but I have also a drawer full of 30 pins because look at this little girl. I appreciate what Apple might be trying to do here. They want... No, I don't appreciate it. Why would they change to what everybody else is doing? They've always wanted to set themselves off as separate and distinct.
It's actually pretty interesting. Apple helped develop USB-C because they recognized that with changing consumer regulations, there would need to be a standard charger, and then they didn't change their charging ports to USB-C for the longest time. A lot of people complain that Apple helped develop USB-C and then they didn't change it, and people saw that as like a betrayal and very anti-consumer. The thing is with that was your old 30-pin connectors used to charge iPhones, and that quickly became outdated. There needed to be faster data transfer speeds. And so they developed the Lightning connector. And at the time, the EU wigged out. They were like, you're going to make more e-waste. You're going to make people have to buy new cables. You're just doing this because you're greedy.
And they did. But
Maybe there was a bit of greed.
I felt the same way.
The EU came down hard on them. They're like, this 30-pin is great. Why are you just being greedy? And Apple said, well, there's good reasons for us to be changing this. But hey, here's a compromise. We promise to not change this connector for 10 years. And now, exactly 10 years later, after that promise, now they've switched to USB-C, which is objectively the better standard. Your iPhone uses it, your iPad uses it, my phone uses it, my desktop computer uses it now. Everything ideally using the same port is good for...
It is good.
It's good for the environment. It's good for, I think, people's pocketbooks because you have to buy fewer cables.
Yes, it is. It's good for aftermarket people, making those aftermarket products. And it's good for traveling because I know that when I travel, I say, well, who am I going to visit? Do they have any Apple products? If not, I have to make sure to bring my own cords.
So that's why. I'm sorry that you're the last person in the world. Yeah. To be like, yes, what is this new lightning cable? It doesn't fit my old lightning cable.
What is this? This doesn't work. Yeah.
Good spec bumps. The big one that I saw, besides the chipset itself, RAM.
Random access memory.
Hey, way to go.
Right.
Yeah. That dictates a lot of like how many things you can do at once. Okay. And traditionally that means like how many apps can you have open. And so if you have some lightweight apps like music, photos, email, a web browser all up at the same time, 2 or 4 gigs of RAM can handle that well. But when suddenly you have one app, for example, iMovie, trying to do a million things at once, handling 4K video and all these edits and splicing them together, that's where the 8 gigs of RAM will help you a ton.
Okay. And this is 8 and that was 2. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I was just looking at Pippin is sitting out there on the grill.
On the grill?
Yeah. I'll have to get a video that way.
There's Pippin. No.
Pip.
Is our Wasp still up there? It sure is.
Yeah.
Hey, Wasp.
All right, here we go. We're off. There you go. Bye-bye. Okay.
You're a hero.
I'm a hero.
Oh, well.
I'm a hero.
So what about Apple Intelligence? That's going to be surely brand new for you since you have an older iPhone, an older iPad. Now you have this brand new iPad.
So you mean like AI? Because that's what I'm seeing when I do just Google searches. Basically, they just cobbled it together from several different websites.
Yeah.
And for
sometimes it works.
Sometimes, but for the most part, I am scrolling up past the AI response.
Yeah.
So that is, when you say AI, that's what I immediately in my brain go to.
That's a large language model perspective where it's creating text. Where you can say like, write me a song in the style of Madonna about my dog barfing, and it'll do it, and it does it interestingly.
Oh my gosh, but that shouldn't even be allowed. Oh my gosh, how can a human take credit for creativity if it's a program doing it? I'm so offended by that.
I would love to have another video with you. Like, this is a completely different video because I share that opinion exactly. There are writing tools. There are new writing tools. So if you type out an email, and then you highlight the email, and you can say, make this more professional sounding.
No.
And it'll rewrite what you've written.
No.
No. Me too. I think that is a hateful feature.
Yeah.
In the same way that creating smartphones with good cameras that everybody carries around now, studies have shown that it permanently alters your ability to remember images. When you try and think back on what did it look like, that birthday party from 4 years ago, you're incapable of remembering it. It's a generalization. Some people still have perfectly good memories for that kind of stuff, but others, like you, rely on your phone.
Yeah.
I've discovered that is the case for me. I raged against that for years, and then it's just like, well, it happened. I can't remember things as well now. So I take lots of photos and videos, and I think that is a trend where that technology, while useful and convenient and helpful and impressive technology, it made us all dumber in a way. And I think the AI writing stuff is going to do the same.
How can it not but do that with the writing?
Yeah.
I don't need to learn this because, on the end I'm going to run it through the AI editor and I'll be fine. Mm-hmm. So.
There are other little things. Siri is a little smarter, so now when you ask Siri things, she might be a little more conversational or natural.
When I was setting it up, my Siri voice, they gave me like 5 choices on a Siri voice. I was like, what? What is this? Why can't I?
It's like, can you give me like the computer from Star Trek? And that's all you are.
That's all you are.
In Photos, the Memories feature now enables users to create the movies they want to see by simply typing a description. Could be interesting. It takes more creative control out of your hands, but it might also make things that you wouldn't otherwise make.
It might.
Which is, you could say exactly that for a ton of this stuff.
Yeah.
There's one that, I don't even see it on this page, but you could go into your Photos app, tap the microphone and be like, there's this picture of me holding Charlie as a baby at John's house. So if you have John as a contact in your phone and that ties to his address and you've already tagged Charlie's face in the app, it'll bring up that photo. And so that's super cool because that's data they already have. And so it's about bringing all the data that Apple has together and making it actually do more work for you as opposed to just feeding advertising preferences for you.
I can see that. I can see that as being preferable, but also then wouldn't you be tempted to check and say, okay, bring up the photo of the girl wearing the blue shirt who has blood type A negative. And then here it comes, and it'd be like, oh yeah, you know too much.
That could be a sketch. That could be a comedy sketch. Show me the photo of the guy that killed his wife 30 years ago.
Show me the photo of the girls whose feet are just too big.
Hey Siri, can you tell me what you... Never mind, don't tell me about feet. Never mind. Oh my gosh.
Did you hear that she's doing that now?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Hey Siri. She's not doing it now.
Oh, she knows better. She
won't do it for me. She did it for you. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Now the uh-huh makes me think of definitely that's a senior thing because that's how seniors are. So Betty, uh-huh. Did you hear about uh-huh?
See, Apple cares about your demographic.
I guess so.
Genmoji, I think that's something that you already had because I've gotten a couple emojis from you that featured it's you. It's like a cartoon version of you.
I did that until I realized that my cartoon version of me looked a hell of a lot better than me. The rise of the machines.
You can use Image Playground to create any photo you want in moments. Create this picture of a cherry tree with a rainbow border, and it just happens. And that was trained based on human artists.
But they're showing that as okay. It's a fantasy cherry tree. But what about the photos that they're going to be cobbling together that look so entirely real that there's going to be uprisings where people are going to say, look what happened and somebody needs to stop this. And that's
I've gotten pretty good at telling what's AI and what's not. Although I've been seeing less. I've been seeing less of it lately. Maybe it's just getting better and I'm not seeing it.
Maybe it is.
You can always look at the hands. If the hands are messed up, if you have generate a picture of some guy doing something, look at his hands. AI struggles with the fingies.
Really?
Yeah. With the new audio recording and transcription, iPad can capture a lecture or conversation and transcripts are synced with the audio. So users can search for an exact moment in the recording. That's AI powered. That's kind of cool.
That would be handy because I was doing for a while at the assisted living I volunteered at. I was helping do some audio memories for the people. And then I would come home and play them over and over again and transcribe them onto paper and then give them the paper, and their families had the option if they wanted to listen to the audio.
Okay, so it sounds to me like some of the Apple Intelligence stuff, if you give it the time of day and bother to learn about it, could make your life better.
Yes.
Some of it is terribly dystopian.
Right.
And is an offense to any creator ever.
As long as it facilitates and helps me without trying to take over on my creativity, which I think is a great big cheat.
That's probably about it.
Okay.
Thanks for talking to me about it.
Thanks for talking to me.
I just thought it would be kind of fun.
I love it when my kids talk to me.
Like I never talked to you.
No.
Here's your possum.
My possum.
The prince, the royalty.
What's his name?
Prince Percival the Poopin' Possum, I believe. if I'm not mistaken, my
Yeah,
lord.
because possums don't go find a polite place to do it.
No. This is gonna sound like an Apple commercial. I think the more we talk about it, the more I'm like, damn, it just works. You're gonna have it for 10 years. You love it, and you love it for common sense reasons.
I do, and
I'm not sponsored by Apple. I'm gonna keep reviewing Android things because I like Android. I might also like Apple.
You need to join the ecosystem.
Nope.
You need to
No.
cross over to the dark side.
Nope. Thanks, Mom. I love you. I will never join you.